Good day, everyone. In today's class, we are going to be starting building our first web page. We have talked more on the theory part. We have discussed so many HTML elements, such as H1 to H6, P tags, HR tags, BR tags, input tags, and label tags, div tags, button tags, and so many of them, including font tags, head tags, body tags, HTML tags. Yeah. In today's class, we are going to be putting it into action, not just mentioning them. Looking at the screen here, which we have already discussed on how we created this. But most of you that followed, we understand that I showed you how you create this, which we did inside our file manager. We created a folder called the website. Most of you name your own web project. I name mine to website. Still the same thing. And inside the website folder, web project folder, we created extra 3 folders, which we name CSS, IMGs for images, JS for JavaScript. The CSS stands for cascading style sheet. We are going to discuss that when we go to the CSS part. We also have an index.html. You don't need to create this keyboard.html. This is my offline class that I'm doing for someone else. That's why you're seeing it inside here. The index.html is our main site, that is the home page. The first site you see whenever you visit the website is written as index.html. It is always at the root folder. The root folder, what we mean by root folder, is a file that is inside this website, that is inside your folder without being inside another folder. I don't know if you get what I said. If you don't get it, you can drop your question at the WhatsApp group session. Now, going back to the index.html source code, this is what is called source code. I have explained from number 1 to number 9, but let me recap. I said that number 1 is document declaration. We are telling the browser that this is HTML document. The number 2 now initialize the HTML, which ends at number 9. We have the head tag that started from number 3 and end at number 5. The head tag contains important data of the website, even though the data it contains doesn't display on the actual website, but it works at the background without you knowing it. For example, the title tag, which is placed or always placed inside the head tag, is the title you see whenever you visit a website. You look at your browser, you always see a title that is written inside here. Every other thing you see inside your website is written inside the body tag. For example, let's start writing our first web page content. I told you this is going to be as simple as it can be. I try to make this HTML structure as simple. There are so many things we can actually put inside this head, but if you start putting it now, you may get confused. So I would like us to take it one step at a time. So when we are getting more advanced, you'll be seeing the site getting more complex, and before then you can be able to be following along and knowing everything the way it is. So let me write the first content using the H1, using the tag H1, closing the tag. If you notice, it automatically close the end tag or closing tag because of this IDE we are using. In some IDEs, you don't close it, you have to type everything manually. I'm going to say welcome, since we are creating a welcome page. Like I said, I made mention of it in the WhatsApp group. If I click run now, you are going to see the welcome at the left side. Now, what if you want this welcome message to be at the center of this web page here? There is an element that we can use to achieve this. This is an element called center element. Center center element centers everything that is within it. For example, I can just write welcome like this and run it. You see it will be at the center but with a small font size, which I don't like it. So I have to use the H1. This is what is called nested element. I will put my H1 inside here. Whenever an element is within inside another element, it is called nested element. I can now put the welcome now within here. Welcome, run it. You now see it at the center. But most of the developers don't make use of this center element anymore, except where it is needed, that we only need to center something. It is not something that you say you commonly use it. No. Okay, now if I want to put it at the right side, it can actually be achieved using the center element. What was the need, since I'm actually going to write everything manually? So what I have to do now is to use my H1 back. H1, I'm going to show you everything step by step. H1, I'm going to put welcome. Let's run it again. It's now back at the left side. Now go inside the first tag, shift, now type style equal to, with double exclamation mark or single exclamation mark, anyone. Within here I'm going to say text align. You put colon and type center. Run it now. The text is going to be at the center. The same thing happens if I want it to be at the right side. I will just remove the center, click run, to be at the right side. What we just did now is what is known as inline CSS. I didn't want to go deep into this for now. When we get to the CSS part, we will talk about it. So for now, let's just leave the text at the center of the web page. Click run. Yeah, sorry, my bad. I remove the entire code. Let me bring everything back. Yeah, run it. It's now at the center. Okay, now I'm actually going to write some text using p tag, something like this. You will see I'm going to write a random text, just junk of text, not meaningful, just to make it big. This is going to be hello, welcome, run it. Yeah, this is how you create your web page. This is the first web page now in this case I'm actually going to remove everything that is within this element. Now this particular p tag element, I'm going to remove every text inside it. I'm going to say boys in the hood. Boys in the hood, making great impact national development. I'm going to use, on top of it, I'm going to use header 2 and say hood boys, just like blog. Within here we are going to put an image. I'm going to put an image Inside the image we have a source. The source is going to be /imgs /img1.jpg. I don't know if that's the name of the, let's run it. Yeah, see, that's it. We just created our first web page. Now to make this, if you notice, let me run it again. If you notice something here, you will find out that the image is too big, so we have to reduce the image using the same style. So we are going to say here, anyway, any place of your choice, style, we are going to say style width. The width is going to be, let's say, 60 pixel. The height is also going to be 60 pixel to reduce the size. Now is very small. What if we make it 50%? I want to show you different way of changing it by 50%. Run it now. Yeah, it's like I made the mistake. Yep, I need to, the image is too big. Let's just make it 200 pixel, which is equivalent to 2%. 200 pixel, that's going to be better. Yeah, the title is Hood Boys. The content says boys in the hood are making great impact in national development. Now this is how you write a blog or a news site. Another p tag here, we simply write some cool text like saying, as early as 1969, the hood boys embark on innovation and inventing new ideas in wealth creation. Now let me show you the work of HR. And I told you we're actually going to be putting everything we have learned so far into action. We're also going to put our BR, which is break, into action while we also start typing from here. And getting to 1999, the nation became better with new science and technology. Let me show you the output. If you watch now, the line break you are seeing here is the HR. Why this one is on another line is the BR. This is break, this is break, and this is HR. So that is it for this class. In our next class, we will add more elements, and after that we will start beautifying this website. You're going to see the beauty of it. Thanks for watching. If you have any question, you can ask me on the comment section of the WhatsApp group. Thank you for watching.